What if I told you that one of the world's largest pilgrimage cities doesn't look anything like most people imagine? When I thought of Karbala, I pictured a centuries old city dominated by a golden dome of Imam Hussein's shrine, a place frozen in history. I couldn't have been more wrong. After visiting Karbala, I realized that while its history is over 1300 years old, the city itself is constantly reinventing itself. And that's what makes it so fascinating. But getting there wasn't easy then. A 2 hour drive from Najaf, long waits at two airports for visa clearance and immigrations, plus a layover at Doha left us exhausted before we finally reached Karbala, one of Islam's holiest shrines. Millions of pilgrims come there every year to visit the shrine of Imam Hussain, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad. But the first surprise came the next morning. As I walked around the landscape pilgrim city complex where we were staying, I looked up and instead of seeing a skyline dominated by ancient shrines, I saw cranes. Lots of cranes. High rise buildings were rising everywhere. Hotels, hostels, shopping complexes, construction seemed to be taking place across the city. And that was 2016, when Iraq was still battling the terror group ISIS. That was something I simply hadn't expected. But why does Karbala attract millions of pilgrims in the first place? The answer lies in one of the defining moments in Islamic history. In 680 CE, Imam Hussain stood up to the Umayyad ruler Yazid. As he traveled towards Kufa, Yazid's forces intercepted him on the plains of Karbala. For days, Hussain, his family, and companions were surrounded. On the seventh day, access to the Euphrates River was cut off. No water, no escape. Then came the 10th day of Muharram, Ashura. Despite overwhelming odds, Hussain and his small group fought until the end. He and his 72 member group were killed. For Muslims across the world, Karbala became much more than a battlefield. It became a symbol of justice, sacrifice, courage, and refusing to surrender to tyranny. One of the places that brought that history alive for me was Al-Mukhayyam Al-Husayni Mosque, built where Hussein's encampment is believed to have stood. The mosque preserves the memory of those final days before the battle. Marble enclosures now mark places associated with the camp, including where Hussein's followers kept watch and where his brother Abbas is believed to have prayed. Walking through it, history no longer felt distant. But here is another thing that surprised me. Modern Karbala has changed dramatically. After Saddam Hussein was ousted in 2003, the city experienced a remarkable transformation. New hotels, shopping malls, restaurants, theaters, museums, and expanded shrine facilities emerged to accommodate the growing number of pilgrims. During my visit, the Imam Hussain shrine itself was undergoing a massive expansion worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Religious tourism had become one of Iraq's biggest economic drivers after oil. And then there is Arbaeen. If you have never heard of it, you are not alone. Yet it has become one of the largest annual pilgrimages on earth. Every year, millions walk to Karbala from cities like Najaf, Baghdad to mark the end of Imam Hussein's 40-day mourning period. What struck me most was that even when ISIS occupied nearby areas, the pilgrimage didn't shrink. It grew. People kept walking. They refused to let fear and terror dictate their faith. And here's something else many people do not know. You don't have to be a Muslim to visit Karbala. The city welcomes visitors of all faiths, whether you come as pilgrims, tourists, or simply to understand its history and culture. Before I visited, Karbala was just a chapter in history books for me. After walking its streets, seeing its transformation, and understanding why millions continue to come here year after year, it became something much bigger. Karbala isn't simply a city built around a shrine. It's a place where history refuses to fade, where memory shapes the present, and where the story of Imam Hussain continues to inspire people more than 13 centuries after the Battle of Karbala. And that's why Karbala is unlike anywhere else I have ever visited. If you enjoy this journey and want more stories that explore the history, culture, and politics behind the places, don't forget to like this video, share it with others, and subscribe. I would love to hear from you. Have you visited Karbala, or is it a place you would like to experience someday? Let me know in the comments below. For a much deeper look at Karbala's history, the Battle of Karbala, the Arbaeen pilgrimage, and the city's remarkable transformation after Saddam Hussein, I have linked an article in the comments and the video description. It's packed with details and photographs that I couldn't fit into the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.